Welcome back to the channel, and today I'd like to talk about the AirPods Max. Now, I actually ordered these quite a while ago. I ordered them just after they came out, but they've been on back order and then they just sort of turned up out of the blue a few days ago. So I've not actually had these for very long, but I wanted to talk about my time using them and whether or not I think they're any good. The reason why I ordered them in the first place is I have been looking to get a new pair of over-the-ear headphones. I currently use this really old pair of AKG headphones, which I've had for like 4 years now. And I use also pretty much every day my second gen AirPods, and I really like these. And I wondered what would happen if Apple made AirPod headphones, which is exactly what they've done. So let's get right to it. Starting with the design first, and the headphones are made from a stainless steel band that's wrapped in a very soft and smooth polyurethane. They feel really well built, as you'd expect from Apple, but they are quite weighty, coming in at over 130 grams. The top of the headband is made from a soft mesh material that reduces the pressure and weight on your head, but it does feel quite delicate, like it could rip if it were to get snagged on something, or that it could get stained quite easily if you were to spill something on it. The ear cushions are made from a very soft and spongy material, and of course, because this is Apple, they attach to the headphones magnetically, so if these do get worn out with use, they can actually be replaced, but a replacement set is quite pricey, coming in at £75 in the UK. To adjust these, they have telescopic arms on either side of the band that have a very firm adjustment to them. They will pretty much stay in place wherever you set them to, but this is the only adjustment on these headphones. They do have a slight bounce to them as you pull them apart, and the ear cups do twist, but the telescopic arms are the only way to adjust them. There are only 2 buttons on these, and they're both on the right ear cup. The first is like a sized up digital crown from the Apple Watch, which is used for playback controls and volume controls if you twist it. And the second is the noise control button, which is used to cycle between noise cancellation and transparency mode. Transparency mode uses the various microphones that are on the outside of the headphones to let in external noises when you're wearing them so that you can hear your surroundings. So if you need to cross a road, for example, and you don't want to get hit by a car, you can turn on noise transparency and it will let sounds in and you'll be able to hear your surroundings. There's also a load of sensors on these, including an optical sensor in each ear cup, which is used to detect if you're wearing the headphones or not. So when you take the headphones off, the music will pause, just like if you've used normal AirPods. There is also a position sensor, a case detect sensor, which I'll get into a little bit later, an accelerometer, and a gyroscope in the left ear cup. On the bottom of these, there is only one port, and that is a lightning port, and Apple does provide you with a USB-C to lightning cable for charging, but there is no 3.5mm headphone jack on these, so if you do want to use these wired, you are going to need to purchase an adapter. The headphones come in a few colours. You can get them in silver, space grey, sky blue, pink and green, and the replacement ear cushions come in the same colours too, so you can actually mix and match them, as you can see here. They do actually feel really soft and comfortable to wear though, despite being so heavy, and I would say that these are probably the heaviest headphones that I've ever used. But a problem that I always have with headphones, and these are no exception, is if I wear them for too long, they put pressure on the side of my head, which presses my glasses into my head, and yeah, it gets a bit uncomfortable after an amount of time. But it's not as bad as on some other headphones that I've used. Some I can only get away with like half an hour. These I can wear them for a good couple of hours before it starts, fatiguing the side of my head. So, it's not like I've always had this problem with headphones, so I've just accepted it that it's a thing. So now for the important part, how do they sound? Well, I just want to preface this by saying I'm not like a big sound boffin or anything, so I am very much coming at this from the average consumer point of view, but I do have a good appreciation for sound quality, and I think that these really sound excellent. They're really crisp and clear. The bass is really good on them without being sort of too over the top, which some headphones can be. And as you'd expect, they're leagues better than the standard AirPods and the old AKGs that I've been using previously. I've heard little audio details and new sounds in songs that I've probably listened to hundreds of times before, but I've never noticed them on lower quality headphones. These have the Apple H1 chip in each ear cup, and Apple says that each of these has 10 audio cores and uses computational audio to really adapt and tailor the listening experience to you, both adapting to the fit and seal of the ear cups and the medium that you're listening to. The thing that I've most enjoyed using these for is watching films. They support something called Spatial audio, which uses the accelerometers and the gyroscopes inside to anchor the sound to the device that you're listening to on. So as you move your head around, you can really hear as the sound moves around your head. It's really immersive. It's like a virtual surround experience. But at the moment, it's only supported on some of the newest iPhones and iPads, so there's no Mac or Apple TV support at the moment. And for me, I personally like watching on the Apple TV, so hopefully at some point that'll get added. The noise cancellation is really excellent too. That's thanks to all of those built-in microphones and the Apple H1 chip. The first day that these arrived, I actually had to go to work, and I decided to take them in with me because I work in quite a loud live TV studio. So I tried them out in there, and it was really surreal. They did a really good job of just filtering out all of those noises that I'm used to hearing. But then with a press of the noise control button, it all comes back with transparency mode. It was really awesome. I would have liked to have tried these in other situations as well. I would love to try them on a plane, but I can't at the moment. But hopefully, they're good in other situations too. I've tried them out in the street and stuff, and they've done a good job of blocking out the noise of traffic. So overall, really impressed. But now I've got to talk about the weird smart case thing now. This has been talked about a lot, and I think for good reason. It's not the most elegant of designs, and we've probably all seen the memes by now. If you're not sure what this is the only case that Apple provides for you when you buy the AirPods Max. And it's made from a sort of soft felt lined material. And there are also magnets inside, so as there is no actual off switch on the headphones themselves, this case is the only way to force the headphones to go into an ultra low power state other than just waiting. It almost looks like it's just the packaging that's part of the unboxing of a high-end product, and not that it's the actual case that you're supposed to store them in. And it actually leaves several parts of the metal ear cups exposed, so these could get scratched or damaged quite easily if you were to just chuck these into a bag. It also offers no protection for the top of the headband where the mesh fabric is, and this is probably the most delicate part of the headphones themselves. Now, I've tested storing these both inside and out the case, and I've not noticed that much of a difference. You do get a bit of a better battery life if you store these in the case when you're not using them, but I pretty much don't use it at all because I just don't like it. But that means there's no protection at all now for the headphones, so I wouldn't want to chuck these in a bag without any sort of protection. So then I sort of feel like I need to buy an extra hard case on top to actually keep these protected. And these headphones are kind of expensive. They're £550 in the UK, so to have to buy a case on top of that as well, that does feel quite expensive. And in terms of battery life, Apple says that you should get about 20 hours on a single charge. With my time using them, I can't really say I've been getting that sort of battery life. I've probably been getting more like 15 to 16 hours, but I've not really been using the smart case, so that's probably the reason why. So will I be keeping these headphones? Well, I do really think that they sound incredible. They really do deliver on the high quality audio experience that Apple promises. I'd probably say that they are the best headphones that I personally have ever used. However, there are a few things that do bring these down. First, there's the weird flappy smart case thing, which pretty much offers no protection. And then there's the usability of the headphones themselves. They really feel like they were designed to only be used in and around the home. They can't really be used for exercise because of their weight and the fabric material used on the headband and the ear cushions, which would probably get a bit gross after some exercise. And I wouldn't want to just chuck these in a gym bag with just the smart case to protect them. And then there's the lack of spatial audio support. Watching films with these has definitely been my favourite thing to do with them, but I prefer to watch films on the Apple TV connected to my telly as opposed to just my phone or my iPad. Now, I'm sure this will change with future hardware updates to the Mac and Apple TV lineup, but only Apple really knows if and when that's going to happen. And then lastly, there's the price. When I look at everything together, I'm finding it difficult to justify the £550 price tag. especially because I feel the need to go out and buy an extra case on top to keep these protected. If they were £100 or £150 cheaper, I think I'd probably feel a bit better about keeping them. Now, Apple are rumoured to be making a more sportier and affordable version of these, and if true, they probably could address some of the problems that I have with them by giving them a proper case and making them lighter and better for exercise and travel. They could even make detachable, sweat-proof leather ear cushions that you can use for working out in, and then spongy ones like these to swap out with and use at home. I really want to like these headphones, but I just feel like they're just not quite for me, at least not yet. I feel like they're more for the sort of person that wants a good set of premium headphones that isn't too bothered about being able to use them much outside of the home. So I will actually be returning mine, but I would really like to know what you think of these, so if you have them, let me know in the comments below. I hope that you found this video useful. If you have, give the video a like, and thanks so much for watching.